on, I still have a last question for you. It's the longest one, and it's with maybe we can do a little channeling there, yeah? Somebody said, I have watched your recent videos where the higher self talks about us being eternal. And I rose within me a question I've had for years. I'm deeply afraid of this fact that I'm going to exist forever, even though eternity is the same as oneness, bliss. And so I'd love to hear your perspective on eternity and what it means to you. How are we going to create forever? Is there not some kind of an end when all of life fully awakens to itself as God? Or will this to happen for eternity? I'm also very interested on listening to the higher eternal self's perspective channeled through you, if this is possible. That was the
So,
last question for today.
so the first thing that I can say about this is that being this all powerful eternal state, we can create awareness and we can create not being aware. So, just like in the human world where we are awake or where we fall asleep, right,
Mhm.
we have awareness or we lose awareness, we can do that as God consciousness. So, in some of these ancient teachings, especially those that come from India, there's a talk about these giant timelines. They call it like the breath of God. And so, God is inhaling and God is exhaling, or God is awake or God is asleep. So, there's a period of time in creation for, and I don't even guess at the number, it might be hundreds of millions of years, or it's extremely large, where the universe is not creating any experiences, where God's sleeping. So existing forever does not mean that we're always having an experience. Right? You exist in this world, but you're not always experiencing the world. You fall asleep and you lose consciousness. So we are so powerful as God that we can give ourselves this experience, or we can be without the experience.
Mhm.
And we're not made less by either choice. My experience is that there are souls who chose that they don't want to have an experience anymore. And so they just stop having an experience. They still exist as God, just God's not creating right now. And in the future, they'll wake up at some point with the desire to create again.
Mhm.
Time, eternity is difficult to understand because we always define things by time and change in this human reality. Eternity just means I am, I exist. And I can exist without perception, I can exist with perception. I think the reason why people become afraid of eternity is that they project things into it. And it's human conditioning. Like they think, I'll be stuck in this world forever. I'll be stuck with the same understanding forever. I'll only have myself forever. We think that this human structure has to continue to exist as our experience. And that includes this understanding of who I am as an individualized being. There are experiences in this universe where you are the totality of everything. I've been in dimensions in which all that exists is feeling, it's like a sensation of vibration and color and sound. And that's all that exists. Right? I've been in states where I'm not an individual person in the ocean. I'm the entire ocean. I'm everything. I'm the whole sky. I'm everything. And so there are experiences in the universe of being all that is, or being a little person, or being an ant, or being a cat. There's so much possibility in this world of form that's so different than our human reality.
Mhm.
Our fears often come from the place of believing I'm a human being. In addition, our fears about eternity are often relative to our fears about being human. Maybe we're afraid to express ourselves in our lives. Maybe we're afraid to live our life fully. And so to imagine living forever means that I'll never be able to live, or I'll always have to live not fully. I'll always
Mhm.
have to live in this limited state that I don't really like. We're always projecting our current understanding onto our future imaginations. And we talked about this earlier. If you want to be able to see the future, you have to be able to stop projecting any beliefs. So when people think about eternity, they're often projecting beliefs. They're saying, this is how I feel, and this is what I think eternity is going to be like. And then they become afraid of it because they don't like their projection. They
Yeah.
project fear onto eternity. But that's not eternity. That's their belief about eternity that they're afraid of. They don't know what eternity is,
Yeah.
right? Unless and they're able to very deeply experience the present moment. Because if we can experience ourself in the present moment, then we can really understand what eternity is. Because it's being the I am, it's being the consciousness. For me, I think eternity is a beautiful state. I think it's an awesome understanding. And
Mhm.
within that, I realize that I can have perception or I cannot have perception. I'm not limited. I'm eternal and I'm infinite and I'm the all that is.
Mhm.
I'm just giving myself a temporary experience because it adds new creativity to my reality. I experience things that I don't experience otherwise. So I put myself into this human reality to give myself something unique.
Mm.
So when we're afraid of something we don't understand, we have to look at our conditioning. It's like the young child being afraid of the monster in the closet or the boogeyman under the bed, right?
Mhm.
We don't really know what's under the bed. We just believe that we do, and we project this conditioned belief and then make it a terrifying thing.
Yeah.
Look and see what you're afraid of now in your life. And you might find the connection of why you associate that fear of this lifetime with your experience of eternity. Because I
Mm.
guarantee you, when you get into that state of being the eternal self, it's just so blissful. It's what is, and there's nothing wrong with it. So there's no fear that even comes up. The fear comes up because we're identified as being human, and then we project those human beliefs onto something beyond the human experience. And that's when we confuse ourselves. And that's often why we suffer.
Mm.
Okay. So
Okay.
this person also requests a channeling. Yeah, I can bring through a channeling
Yeah,
for
a
her.
little channeling. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep it short.
Okay.
Okay. Dear one, close your eyes. Feel your spiritual heart. Be at peace. You, dear one, are God. This present moment, that which you experience, is you. You are the consciousness perceiving what God is creating right now, what you are creating right now. Feel yourself as the open awareness that holds this present moment. Feel the space and the light. Feel the peace and the love of your heart. Become aware of what you are as the act of perception, as the feeling of existence. You are this eternal state. If you wish to understand it, you simply must perceive it. So practice feeling the space. Practice feeling yourself as the radiant consciousness. Practice being this love and this light. Today, dear one, there were many beautiful topics, many wonderful questions, and many interesting answers. We wish for you all to take away from this experience one very important thing. You are creating into the present moment in every moment of your life. You live in an interactive experience. You are a creator interacting with the consciousness that you are, the consciousness that appears to surround you as something different than you, but is truly the same as yourself. You are the eternal self, and you are creating an experience, and it appears like self and other. But if you start consciously choosing your interaction, you will notice it's all the same intelligence. You'll see that when you move, the world moves with you. When you think and speak and act, you change what you experience. You'll notice that the vibration you feel as yourself, whether emotional energy or the deeper spiritual energy, becomes a communication that informs the world around you of how it should vibrate. The more you wake up, you'll realize that you are not separate from anything, but that all forms are constantly creating with each other. Now, this, dear one, opens Pandora's box. This opens the great mysteries and the great questions that all human beings have asked. What am I to do? What's next? How does this work, and what do I wish to experience? Once we start learning that we are interactive in our reality, we begin waking up as creators. And maybe in the beginning, we ask ourselves questions about how to create our material lives: a home, a car, a job, possessions, friends and family, and so on. But as our awakening develops, we start to ask non-physical experiences to come into our reality. I desire happiness. I desire peace. I desire love. And as we continue to expand, we then start to invite mental experiences, causal experiences into our awareness. I wish to understand. I wish to see a creative reflection. I wish to know the truth. The enlightenment path, dear one, is a path of interaction. You're learning how to change your mind and guide it towards wisdom, which includes states of silence. The enlightenment path, the ascension path, any creative path is a path of interaction. And so we want you to take away from today's communication that you are a living consciousness and you are interacting in every moment with the consciousness of this world. Your personal self and the world you witness are truly the same state. It's a universal consciousness appearing as individual forms. You sneeze, dear one, and the world sneezes with you. You smile and the world smiles with you. You feel happy and the world is a happier place, right here with you. Everything is so close together, nothing is divided apart. Give yourselves, dear one, permission to be who you are. Start to watch a little more about this interactive quality of life. Start to see the signs and the symbols. Start to realize how powerful you are at shaping your own reality. This is the waking up process. You're not to wake up and go to another planet. You're not to wake up and fight against some matrix. No, you're waking up to realize that you're the creator of this human dream. You're here to wake up to the experience that you're having. So start to investigate how you shape the world, how it interacts with you, how you truly are this creator. And remember, dear ones, that which you believe to be true becomes the truth of your life. So if you believe everything is love, then your life will become lovely. If you believe that the intelligence of God is the same as your intelligence, then you may communicate with this universal mind. If you believe you can have what you wish, if you truly believe that, then you'll start to notice how easy it is to create. You are the interface. You, dear ones, are the creator. So start exploring this reality just as it is. Celebrate yourself in the free will way. by loving and honoring this present moment. You are truly free and everything is one with you. Open your hearts and open your minds and allow yourselves to create. Your God consciousness. You're the creator. Be this in every moment. So we wish you all the most wonderful of days, the most glorious of experiences as you return into full remembrance of who you are as God. Namaste. And hope you enjoyed that.
Namaste. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the audience will love it. Your beautiful channeling. So that was really nice.
yeah, I hope that they do.
Thank you so much, Lincoln. We came to the end of the interview. We gonna, like always, we're gonna release every question in a different day. And until the next time, we go on doing next interview.
Thank you, Ilsa. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed our interview and all the information that was shared. Thank you for those people who've submitted their questions for this interview. I hope that you're happy with the answers that you received. And like Ilsa, I look forward to another interview. This is always a lot of fun, and I enjoy and love sharing myself with everyone. So thank you, audience. Thank you, Ilsa, and truly have a blessed day.
Thank you, everybody, and I'll send you loads of lights for everybody. Bye bye. Subscribe, like, commenter. If you have other ideas, other questions, let me know. Bye bye.